Daniel Jeremiah and I are now joined by Florida State quarterback E.J. Manuel, who just came out here and did some work. E.J., how do you think you did?
I thought I did well. Overall, it was a great day. I thought I just wanted to come out and compete. We had some great receivers running really good routes for us. So, overall, I thought I had a good day.
Excellent, man. You got real quick. I'm sorry, DJ.
No, you're good.
It's got some momentum behind you coming off of a strong Senior Bowl, too, of course,
Definitely.
where you were the MVP. What do you think you had to prove out here today?
Just coming out and competing. I think that was the biggest thing. I wanted to show that I could have speed and quickness, and then also be on point with my passes and have good footwork and, take good drops and things like that. So I think I completed everything like I wanted to.
One thing I liked about what you did today is I saw a lot more consistency in your footwork. I can tell you've really been grinding and working away at that.
Right.
Tell us where you've been training and what you've been doing, kind of just refining those finer points of your game.
Definitely. I'm training in Boca Raton at XPE Sports, and the speed coach is Tony Villani, and my quarterback coach is Mastrole. We've really been honing in on my footwork, getting my hips and my shoulders in line so I can be accurate and have, even more powerful, more pop on my ball, and just extend my hands and throw it to a spot.
Yeah, I can tell you have a real nice tight stroke. You've always had that, but I think you've done a great job working with those feet and getting that on point. Good job,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Talk about the wide receivers you had to work with, guys like Robert Woods, and Cordarrelle Patterson, and guys like that. What was it like throwing to them? Because you know what? A lot of quarterbacks don't come here and throw. They're afraid that they're going to be spraying balls all over because they're not familiar.
Exactly.
You threw. First off, take us to that decision, and then throwing to that crew of wide receivers.
Yeah, at first, coming off the Senior Bowl, it was kind of a conversation I had with my agent. And obviously, I wanted to come out and compete. I'm a competitor at the end of the day. I wasn't perfect. I understand that. But at the same time, I still came out and threw. Like I said, or like you said, we had great receivers out there, and those guys ran great routes. So I think you're still throwing the ball. There's routes on there. It shouldn't be anything too difficult, and that's that.
How many teams have you had to meet with since you've been down here?
I think I met overall with about 20.
Did you really?
Yes, sir. I met with about 20 teams, and last night I was in meetings until about 10:30, 10:40. So it's been, a couple long nights and a couple early mornings, and overall, like I said, we still came out and worked hard, and I'm happy with my performance.
Now, have you been able to develop some relationships through this process? Now, you go to the Senior Bowl.
Right.
A lot of those quarterbacks in your group out there today,
Right.
Tyler Wilson.
Yep.
We had Landry here earlier
Yes.
today. Have you kept up with any of those guys going through the process?
Most definitely. I've kept up with this. Tyler was also my roommate at the Senior Bowl. Landry Jones, another guy who was a fellow Elite 11 quarterback. Gino, the same. I've known him since 11th grade. And then also Ace Sanders is a guy I just met this weekend. He's my roommate here at the Combine. So I think we're all going to continue to be friends, and obviously we'll continue to see each other throughout the draft. And then once we get on teams and start working out, and obviously when the season starts. So, yes, sir, building relationships.
E.J., a lot of people wanted to see the athleticism. They wanted to see what you're really about. Officially, 4.65 in the 40. Your thoughts on how you came out here and ran?
I wanted to hit a 4.5, but overall I thought it was pretty good. That was something I really wanted to work on, and my 10-yard split was pretty good. I hit that, and I just wanted to have, show some good back-end speed. Looks like Gino got me a little bit. If I cut down 15 pounds, I might have got him, but still coming second. It's still good. 4.65, I'm happy with that.
To that point, we saw you at Florida State do a lot of things. You could play outside of the pocket. You could play in the pocket. We saw last year kind of the read option break into the NFL. Is that something, if you went to a team, you think could play to your strengths, or would you be more comfortable kind of in that traditional moving pocket, set pocket type of role?
I think the great thing about Florida State, me playing quarterback at FSU, Coach Fisher allowed me to have multiple types of offenses. To be able to do the zone read and the gun. We had great running backs who could slash, and Chris Thompson and Lonnie Pryor. So I've done all types of things. I've been in the traditional offense where you could drop back and just throw the ball downfield vertically. I've showed that I can hit the short, the intermediates, throwing the ball on the run and things like that. So I think I offer, a great value to whatever team, decides to draft me on draft day.
Now, let me be your agent for a minute here and ask you, how many bowl games have you played in your college career?
I played in 4.
Played in 4 bowl games, okay.
Yep.
Who was MVP in all those bowl games?
I was MVP in the first one as a freshman versus West Virginia. Lonnie Pryor got me on the MVP in the Orange Bowl. Honestly, I thought I was going to win it, but he broke a second 60 or 80-yarder for a touchdown, and he won it, and I was happy for him. But I also got the MVP in the Senior Bowl, so I would count that as well as another bowl game, so 5-0.
Yeah, that's not too bad. He's done pretty good on the big stage. You had a big stage out here today.
Yes, sir.
I feel like you just did a rock-solid job,
Thank
man.
you.
Congratulations on all the work you put in. Does
Yes,
it
sir.
feel good? Can you relax? Can you exhale now at this point in time?
I can. I'm looking forward to getting on that flight and taking a nap. I'm going to sleep the whole way and obviously get right back to work and get prepared for my pro day.
I was about to say, you better rest up on that plane, because this is going to be the longest year of your life. You're going to start prepping for the pro day.
Yep.
You got the draft.
Exactly.
Then you're going to go right to mini camp. So there's not going to be much downtime. When you're speaking to these teams, EJ, is there anything in particular they're consistently asking you or something they consistently want to know?
I think a lot of the teams will ask, what have I been working on, or what do I feel like is my strength or my weakness? So obviously I say I wanted to work on my mechanics as far as my, having my hips, and like I said to you guys, my shoulders in line. So, I think overall I've interviewed very well. I think I've had a great rapport with all the teams I have met with this past week, as well as the Senior Bowl. So it's, the meetings have gone great.
Now, the next step from here, we're hearing this is a quarterback draft that's not like last year's with Andrew Luck and RG3. When you hear that, as a group, as an individual, what do you say to yourself? I mean, you say like, well, that was a really special group, or you know what, sleep on us and you'll be surprised.
Most definitely. I think that was a special group, but at the same time, I feel like we have just as, great as talent. Obviously it's not my opinion, it's other people's opinion, but I know I trust in my abilities. I'm very confident in myself, and I know the other guys in the class are as well. So I think we proved something today. We all wanted to come out and make a statement. I was very happy with my performance, so that's not up to me. I think we have a great, group of quarterbacks coming out this year, though.
All right, EJ, did you think that I appreciate you stopping through?
I appreciate it.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.